Hey there, nostalgia lovers! Today, we're taking a trip down memory lane to explore some enchanting old kitchen features that have disappeared from modern homes. These were the charming, functional, and sometimes quirky elements that made every kitchen unique back in the day. So, grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's step into a retro time capsule filled with forgotten kitchen wonders. First off, we have the built-in flour and sugar bins. These handy containers were a staple in many kitchens from the 1930s to the 1970s. Mounted directly into the cabinetry, they provided easy access to baking essentials. These days, we store our baking supplies in a chaotic jumble of mismatched plastic containers, half-filled bags, and an alarming amount of spilled flour in the pantry. Progress? Kitchens of yesteryear often had fold-down ironing boards neatly tucked into the wall or a cabinet. This was a brilliant space-saving solution, especially in smaller homes. Now, we've traded them in for wrinkle release sprays and the "if I wear it long enough, the wrinkles will work themselves out" method. Ah, the good old metal bread box. Not only did it keep bread fresh, but it also added a decorative touch to the kitchen. While you might still see a few vintage-inspired bread boxes today, they're no longer a common feature in most kitchens. Nowadays, bread just gets tossed onto the counter or shoved in a pantry, only to be forgotten until it starts growing its own ecosystem. Tile countertops were a defining feature of mid-century kitchens, often with colorful grout to match the decor. While they were certainly charming, they also required more scrubbing than a crime scene cleanup. Today, we opt for smooth surfaces that don't require a toothbrush and a prayer to keep clean. Remember the little door in the kitchen wall where the milkman would drop off fresh milk? This was great, unless you forgot to check the box for a week and discovered an unintentional science experiment. With the decline of home milk delivery, these charming features have vanished, but their memory lingers like the smell of spoiled dairy. Many older kitchens had built-in knife sharpeners installed in a drawer or mounted on the wall. They were convenient for keeping blades razor sharp. Nowadays, electric knife sharpeners and professional services have taken over, making this once essential feature a thing of the past. Before the age of dishwashers, hand-washing dishes was the norm, and wooden dish drainers were a common sight. They looked great until they started smelling like a wet log in the forest. Now, plastic and metal versions have taken over, and let's be honest, the dishwasher has become the true hero of the kitchen. Copper molds in various shapes, fish, fruit, or flowers, were often displayed proudly in kitchens and used for making elaborate Jell-O salads. While Jell-O molds aren't entirely gone, the elaborate copper varieties have become more of a collector's item than a kitchen essential. Pantries with decorative glass doors were a hallmark of vintage kitchens. Often etched with floral or geometric designs, these doors added an elegant touch while keeping food storage areas accessible. Modern kitchens wisely keep pantries behind solid doors, hiding our snack hoarding habits from judgmental guests. Appliance garages were small cabinets with roll-top doors designed to hide away toasters, mixers, and other small appliances when not in use. This kept countertops clutter-free while still keeping gadgets close at hand. While some modern kitchens still use them, most of us just let our air fryers sit on the counter in all their glory. Who could forget the brightly colored laminate countertops with shiny chrome edging? This look was all the rage in the mid-20th century, giving kitchens a fun, diner-style vibe. Today, we opt for stone, quartz, and other materials that don't make us feel like we're about to order a milkshake from a waitress on roller skates. Built right into the wall above the sink, Recessed soap holders were both practical and stylish. They kept the soap in place and prevented messy counters. While they might still be found in a few retro bathrooms, they've disappeared from most modern kitchens. Back in the 70s and 80s, having a radio mounted under the kitchen cabinets was a big deal. It provided entertainment while cooking and saved precious counter space. These days, we just yell at Alexa to play some tunes, without the risk of accidentally detuning it every time we reach for a spice jar. Before refrigerators became widespread, kitchens had ice boxes, large insulated cabinets where blocks of ice were placed to keep food cool. Forget adjustable temperature settings. If you wanted things colder, you just hoped the ice lasted. Now, antique ice boxes are mostly decorative pieces, used to make us grateful we live in the age of refrigeration. Many older kitchens featured pull-out cutting boards built directly into the cabinetry. Convenient? Yes. A breeding ground for bacteria? Also yes. These days, we use removable cutting boards that we can actually wash properly. Progress at its finest. Hanging pots and pans from ceiling racks was a practical way to save cabinet space. Unfortunately, it was also an excellent way to whack yourself in the forehead while reaching for a frying pan. With modern concealed storage, ceiling pot racks are now reserved for people who enjoy the thrill of a surprise head injury. Integrated metal sink drain boards were once a common feature in kitchens, providing a place to air-dry dishes right next to the sink. While separate dish drainers have taken their place, these built-in drain boards added a touch of practicality and charm to vintage kitchens. Decorative wrought iron brackets were often used to support shelves or add flair to kitchen cabinetry. While they added character, modern kitchens favor sleeker, more minimalist designs, making these ornate brackets a thing of the past. Pass-through windows were designed to make serving food from the kitchen to the dining room easier. They were especially popular in open-plan homes during the mid-century. While open-concept designs have become the norm, actual pass-through windows are far less common today. Before electric and handheld can openers became the standard, wall-mounted can openers were a kitchen essential. These can openers operated by turning a crank, which pierced and then rolled along the edge of the can to open it. They were typically made of sturdy metal and mounted in a convenient spot in the kitchen, unlike today's handheld ones that mysteriously vanish into the Bermuda Triangle of the utensil drawer. The classic chrome dinette set, complete with a Formica table and matching chairs, was once the centerpiece of many kitchens. These sets screamed mid-century modern with their shiny chrome frames, colorful seat cushions, and durable laminate tables. They were not only stylish, but also practical, easy to clean, and could withstand daily wear and tear. Now they're mostly found in vintage shops or in your grandma's kitchen, where they will remain forever. Manual ice crushers were often found in mid-century kitchens, either as standalone gadgets or built into refrigerators. They provided crushed ice for cocktails and cold drinks before automatic ice makers became standard in modern refrigerators. A crank, some elbow grease, and boom, instant crushed ice. Now, we push a button and let the fridge do the work, proving once again that laziness is the true mother of invention. Butler's pantries were a luxurious feature in many older homes. These small rooms off the kitchen provided extra storage and a place to prepare meals out of sight of guests. Butler's pantries often contained cabinetry, a sink, and sometimes additional appliances, making them a practical space for organizing and serving food. Today, they're making a minor comeback in high-end homes, but for most of us, the extra storage is just a second junk drawer. Tile backsplashes featuring hand-painted murals or intricate patterns were a hallmark of vintage kitchens. These artistic touches added personality and charm to the cooking space, often reflecting the homeowner's tastes and interests. Popular designs included floral patterns, pastoral scenes, and abstract motifs. While backsplashes are still a key design element in modern kitchens, today's trends lean toward solid colors, minimalist designs, and sleek materials like glass or stainless steel. The ornate, decorative tiles of the past are now seen as a nostalgic nod to a bygone era. There you have it, folks, a delightful tour through the enchanting kitchen features of yesteryear. While many of these elements have disappeared from modern kitchens, they remain cherished memories for those who grew up with them. Which of these features do you remember? Or better yet, still have in your kitchen? Let us know in the comments below. And thanks for joining us on this nostalgic journey.